return as quickly as possible to the place where the reincarnation can be very quickly recognized. Please pray the reincarnation can complete all the studies as soon as possible and resume carrying out the legacy of Rinpoche's past life, and therefore be of the most benefit to sentient beings. May this reincarnation be able to offer extensive benefit to the world and each one of us as Dharma practice and teaching in the same way as the past life inspired us. May the teachings of Buddha and all the other holy activities of Rinpoche's organization come of the greatest benefit to all other sentient beings. And then on page 4, the mantra to increase the power of recitation.
Dari dari bandari soha, Tayata 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 dari dari bandari soha.
Noble Sutra,
Remembering the three jewels in Sanskrit, Arya Ratna Trayaya, Manjushri,
in Tibetan, Pabba,
Control,
homage
to the omniscient one, purified, consummate, victorious, virtuous, and transcendent, thus gone, foe-destroying, entirely perfect Buddha, full of wisdom, the blissfully proceeding, the knower of the world, charioteer, subduer of beings, the unsurpassable and teacher of gods and humans.
Such is Buddha, victorious, righteous, and transcendent. He who is thus gone exemplifies the merit which is his cause. In him no root of virtue is ever worn away. Through his manifold patience he is excellently beautiful. He is the treasure ground of merit, adorned with the tokens of enlightenment. He is
Graced with the flowers of merit of Buddhahood. All he does is timely and opportune, and nothing inharmonious mares the sight of him. True joy indeed he gives to those who open up their hearts to him in faith. Through the brilliance of his wisdom he is unconfounded, and against his power there is no victory.
He is the teacher of all living beings, the father of all bodhisattvas, the king of all supreme ones. He is the guide for those who journey to the city beyond affliction. His wisdom is unbounded, his assurance is beyond imagination. His speech is altogether pure, well-tuned and sweet to hear. Gazing on him one is never sated, his body is beyond compare. By the realm of desire he is unstained, and by the realm of form he is wholly uncontaminated. He is not mingled with the formless, he is altogether free from misery, and from the aggregates he is utterly and altogether liberated. The elements have no hold on him, he has mastery over the sense powers. All his bonds are completely severed, and from all pains he is perfectly and totally released. No craving does he have, he has passed beyond the stream. Perfect is his wisdom, and in the wisdom of the Buddhas past, present, and to come, he has made his dwelling. In nirvana, where all suffering is transcended, he does not abide. His abode is on the summit of perfection, whence he perceives all living beings. Such are the sublime qualities that are greatest of the Buddha, victorious, virtuous, and transcendent. The sacred doctrine is righteous in the outset, righteous in the middle, righteous in the end. It is meaning excellent in its words and syllables, and it is integral and unalloyed. It is all-sufficing, altogether pure and purifying. Well spoken is this Dharma by the victorious, virtuous, and transcendent. It is a perfect way of seeing and is devoid of flaws. It is perennial and leads us onward. To see this Dharma is to fulfill one's purpose. It is produces in the wise the wisdom all distinguishing. The Dharma spoken by the victorious, virtuous, and transcendent is shown to be well-tempered to the instructions and to the needs of all. It drives one from samsara and causes one to go to perfect Buddhahood. It is free from contradiction, and in it all is summarized. It is to be relied upon totally. It is a cutting of the root. The Sangha of the Mahayana comprises those who have well entered, wisely entered with straightforwardness and attitude. Right it is to join one's hands before them, and right to
make prostrations. They are the glorious field of merit. They are the perfect recipients of gifts. They are objects of offering, everywhere and always, and objects worthy of all offering.
Chanting the names of Manjushri. In the
In the Indian language, Arya Manjushri Namasviti, Bhajan Babachandali,
In
English, chanting the names of the Venerable Manjushri.
Homage whoever you
Manjushri.
Then
Darling, the glorious supreme healer of the heart to tame, the hero conquering the triple world, the Vajra Lord and master of all secrets, eyes wide open like white lotuses, his face just like a lily in full bloom, while shaking in his hand repeatedly a Vajra of the highest excellence, accompanied by countless Vajrapanis,
with features such as fierce turbulent brows, subduers of the hard to tame heroes, appearing with heroic hideous forms, brandishing in their hands their mighty vajras, the tips of which emit intensive light, great benefactors of all living beings, through skill, through insight, and through great compassion, with pleased and happy attitudes, joy their bodies, those of wrathful deities, protectors who assist the Buddha's deeds, their bodies bowing reverentially, paid homage to the true awakened one, protector, blessed one, Tathagata, joining his two palms respectfully. He said before the Lord the following, O omnipresent Lord, for my well-being, with due concern for me and for my sake, that I may reach complete awakening upon the basis of illusion's net, and for the sake of every living being, sunk deep into the mud of ignorance, their thoughts disturbed by various afflictions, so that they may obtain the highest fruit. May you, the most supreme awakened one, the blessed one, the world's guru, the teacher, who knows the great Samaya's reality, aware of wishes and abilities, reveal to us the great long chanting of the wisdom body of the blessed one, the great Ushnisha, master of all speech, the self-arising wisdom emanation, the wisdom deity called Manjushri. These things with meaning both profound and vast, of great significance unmatched, serene, with goodness at the start, middle, and end, proclaiming by buzzes of the preons past, and to be taught by Buddhas yet to come, taught not once but time and time again, by all the Buddhas of the present age, which were respectively recited in illusions net, the Tantra law supreme, by multitudes of mighty Vajrapanis, the joyous guardians of secret mantras, just as I shall hold with firm resolve, until I reach my final liberation, so that I may become a great protector, the bearer of the Buddha's every secret, and thus I shall reveal to living beings, according to each one's capacity, in order that afflictions may be quelled, so ignorance may fully be dispelled. With this request to the Tathagata, the master of all secrets, Vajrapani, his body bowed with palms politely joined, and stood before the Lord devotedly, and so the blessed one, Lord Shakyamuni, the best of men, the fully awakened one, extending from his mouth his handsome tongue, a tongue unmatched in both its breadth and length, displaying a gentle smile to living beings, a smile that fills the threefold world of light, that tames the enmity of Brahmanas, that ends unwanted birth in all three forms, his voice melodious like that of Brahma, completely filling all the triple world, replied as follows to the Lord of Secrets, to Vajrapani, strongest of the strong, that you, abandoning in supreme compassion, and aiming to assist all living beings, are willing and prepared to hear from me this evil-quelling, purifying chanting, the chanting of the name so filled with meaning, O Manjushri, embodiment of wisdom, how truly excellent, O Vajradhara, how excellent of you, O Vajrapani, shall, O master of all secrets, reveal just that to you most splendidly, with single-minded focus, lives well. How excellent, responded Vajrapani, so truly excellent, O blessed one. And then the blessed one, Lord Shakyamuni, surveyed in full the family great with tantras, the family with the vidyas and the mantras, the family that is threefold by its nature, the family of and yet beyond the world, a family great in brightening the world, the foremost family of Mahamudra, and so the family great with rich Upanishad's,
And then about the Lord his speech he spoke these verses which include 6 mantras, which manifest from non-duality, which bear the quality of non-arising. A a I I U e o a Chattachina Jnana Murtir Aham Buddho Buddhanam Ratinam Om Vaja Tikshna Kuka Cheda Raja Jnana Murtaye Jnana Kaya Vagisvara Aparatsane Yataye Mana.
And so is the Blessed One, the Buddha, awakened, fully born of the letter A. He is the letter A, the foremost one, supreme, most syllable, with meaning great, arising from great vital force unborn, beyond expression based on words or speech, the foremost cause of every form of speech, the shining forth of every kind of language, great feast who takes the form of great passion, producing bliss in every single being, great feast who takes the form of great anger, great enemy of every mental poison, great feast who is by nature great delusion, delusion's vanquisher for deluded minds, great feast who is the essence, great fury, an adversary to all furiousness, great feast who takes the form of great desire, who vanquishes desire in all its forms. He is great carnal lust, he is great bliss, he is great happiness, he is great joy, with great appearances being formed supreme, with great compassion marked by great physique, with great renown, the great magnificent one, his mandala voluminous and great, the bearer of the mighty sword of wisdom, the foremost lord attaining great afflictions, possessing great renown, his glory great, his brightness great, his luster most supreme, most wise upholder of the great illusion, fulfiller of the great illusion's aims, enraptured by the great illusion's rapture, the great illusion's great illusionist, the foremost lord of great magnificence, supreme upholder of great discipline, intense supporter of great tolerance, with valor rooted in great diligence, samadhi resting through great meditation, endowed with bodies flowing from great wisdom, both great in strength and great in skillful means, a brimming ocean filled with vows and knowledge, by nature great in kindness, limitless, the foremost mind enriched by great compassion, of great insight, of great intelligence, great dexterous one with methods ever great, commanding powers and great miracles, with driving force supreme with speed unmatched, renowned great Lord of foremost majesty, most valorous owing to his great might, destroying the massive mountain of becoming, unyielding, holding strong a massive vajra, great terrifying Lord, the great cool one, provoking fear in great and daunting creatures, protector as the greatest of all vigors, a guru as the greatest of all mantras, traversing well the Mahayana's path, himself the Mahayana's foremost way. He is Mahabodhi, the Buddha, great sage observing great intensive silence, arising from the great mantra way. He is at heart the great mantra way, accomplished in the 10 parameters, having the 10 parameters as one, in whom the 10 parameters are pure, for whom the 10 parameters are means, protector reigning over all 10 grounds, residing steadily on all 10 grounds, made pure in nature by the tenfold knowledge, maintaining purity through tenfold knowledge, with tenfold forms intent on tenfold content, with tenfold strength of raising Lord of sages, achieving every aim for every being, endowed with tenfold mastery supreme, beginningless complexity devoid, by nature pure reality in essence, unwavering, a speaker of the truth, with speech and actions perfectly aligned, a teacher of the non-dual truth, non-dual, atop reality's most lofty peak, with selflessness his lion's roar, instilling fear in dear like-minded seekers, with journeys fruitful, traveling everywhere, a swiftest thought in all Tathagatas, a victor slayer of foes, triumphant lord, a universal king with forces great, assembly head, instructor for assemblies, assembly lord, assembly chief, the ruler, most influential, bearing precious burdens, no other bound his way, the greatest way, the lord of speech, the master of expression, most skilled in words, adept with language truthful, with boundless words, a teacher of the truth, providing teachings of the fourfold truth, no coming back, no turning round, I know, the leader of the Pratyeka Buddhas, gone forth by going forth in different ways, the single cause of all great elements. Our high Bhikshu with garments exhausted, devoid of passion, master of the senses, arrived at comfort, met with security, for he, having cooled down, is free from stains, equipped in form with knowledge and its base, a Sugata best lower of the world, not thinking me, not clinging on to mind, established in the system of two truths, upon the edge of cyclic life's far shore, with needs accomplished, resting on the bank, emerging from untainted lone awareness, with sword-like insolent, ever penetrating, the sun, the Dharma king, the noble Dharma, supreme illuminator of the world, the Dharma Lord, the sovereign of the Dharma, the teacher of the path to excellence, accomplishing all goals, fulfilling aims, completely free from wants of any kind, bereft of thought, a non-depleting source, Dharma source supreme beyond decay, enriched by merits gathering, unique great wisdom, wisdom rich, aware of what exists and what does not, gathering the twofold gathering, eternal yogin king of everywhere, the object and the mind of concentration, the master of intelligent reflection, for by oneself alone is the experience, immovable, the ultimate beginning, the holder of the three enlightened bodies, the Buddha formed of 5 embodiments, the omnipresent made of 5 wisdoms, his diadem with 5 awakened ones, with all 5 eyes retaining non-attachment, the great progenitor of all the Buddha's eminent and foremost son, arising from the world of true insight, the sourceless Dharma source existing, sending, comprised the Vajra's holy dance and mirror, the newborn sovereign ruler of the world, emerging from the sky, the self-arisen, a massive blaze of knowledge and of insight, illuminating beacon of great light, a lamp of wisdom shining brilliantly, a light for beings, a lantern unto wisdom, with energy supreme, most radiant, the Vidya king, the greatest mantra's lord, the mantra king achieving noble aims, the great Ushnisha, marvelous Ushnisha, the lord of space, revealer of all things, the best embodiment of every Buddha, with eyes the joy of every living being, creator manifesting varied forms, great sage desiring praise, deserving worship, a matron born into the triple family, upholding mantras of the foremost pledge, the greatest bearer of the triple gem, who teaches all 3 peerless vehicles, with snare unfailing, most victorious, the snatcher ever great, the Vajra snare, the Vajra hook, the snare of excellence, called Vajra he is terrific, 6-faced, the king of anger, hideous, 6 eyes of Sam, the ever-powerful, bearing its terrible fangs, the skeleton, Allah, 100 faces proud, the Yama king, ruling obstacles, instilling fear with Vajra impetus, the Vajra-hearted, famous for his Vajra, with belly large, with Vajras of illusion, the Vajra born, the sovereign of the Vajra, akin to space, his core comprised of Vajras, unmoving, haughty with a single dreadlock, his clothes an elephant's straw hide still moist, the great terrific one who cries ha ha, who screams he, instilling fervent fear, his laugh a screeching laugh, a booming laugh, he is the Vajra laugh, the mighty howl, he is the noble Sattva Vajra Sattva, the Vajra sovereign Lord, the highest bliss, the Vajra's wrathfulness, the highest joy, intoning hymns of Vajra Gungara, with Vajra arrows serving as his weapon. His sword comprised the Vajra slashing all, upholding every Vajra bearing, with just a single Vajra ending strife, with eyes like Vajra fire truly dreadful, with hair that's like a Vajra set ablaze, immersion of the Vajra, great immersion, with eyes like Vajra's eyes 100-fold, with Vajra hairs that's proud upon his body, his unique figure marked by Vajra hairs, with nails advancing Vajras and their tips, with skin that's solid like a Vajra's core, the splendid master donning Vajra garlands, adorned with Vajra fashioned ornaments, with booming voice, his laughter crying ha ha, 6 syllables producing Vajra rumbles, great Manjushri sound supremely loud, a roar unique unto the 3-fold world, the voice that reaches every bound of space, preeminent amongst all voice endowed. He is a being whose fully realized truth, reality is peak and selflessness, supreme and propagating emptiness,
unspoken teaching both deep and vast.
The Dhamma conch emitting piercing sound, the Dhamma gong with lasting resonance,
Arriving at unbounded liberation. He is the Dharma drum in all directions, without a form and absent of bound with green,
replete with forms diverse,
diverse horizon of mind, with splendor shining from his every form, with all reflections under his control, invincible, renowned as Lord Supreme, the Lord Supreme who rules the threefold world, abiding in the noble's lofty path, great source of flourishing, the Dharma's crown, with youthful form unique unto all worlds,
the elder senior father of all beings, adorned with 32 auspicious
precious marks, most beautiful, most handsome in all worlds, the teacher teaching mundane and unbiased, the teacher in all beings most confident, the world's most trusted guide, protector, savior, the refuge unsurpassed, the guardian, with rich endowments filling all of space, the knowledge ocean of omniscient beings, of smashing through the shell of ignorance, and breaking through the cage of cyclic life, the thorough queller of intense affliction, arriving at samsara's opposite shore, his crown the crown of wisdom concentration, his ornaments comprising perfect Buddhas, the soother of the pain of threefold pain, the ender of the trio ending free, arriving at the threefold liberation, completely free of every obscuration, having achieved equality sky-like, beyond the stains of every last affliction, aware of timelessness in all three times, silent amongst all sentient beings, the crown amongst those crowned with noble virtues, completely free from every kind of substrate, established firmly on the path of space, splendid wish fulfilling, jewel in hand, the best of all that's precious, omnipresent, great wish fulfilling tree, most plentiful, the greatest of all great auspicious vases, fulfilling the eyes of living beings in Idwa, an ally most beloved to all creatures, aware of good and bad, aware of times, the omnipresent knower of the pledges, upholding pledges, conscious of occasions, awake in varied reptitudes of beings, with expertise in threefold liberation, with virtues knowing Dharma, auspicious source of all auspiciousness, of all auspicious things the most auspicious, great splendor, glory, good, most prosperous, great reassurance, foremost celebration, great joyousness, the highest form of pleasure, abundance, reverence, action, venerable, great happiness, the noble world of splendor, the greatest grandeur of all wishes wished for, the highest source of refuge granting, the fearful and potent danger, alleviating danger in all forms, with tufts of hair, with plumes of luscious hair, with matted hair, with matted locks cord tied, his face with 5 hair tufts, his head well crowned, his head adorned with garlands of 5 strands, upholding great observance, his head shaven, the foremost of observances, chaste student, with great austerities perfected fully, he is the greatest bearer, Gautama, Brahman, knower Brahman, arrived in full at Brahman Nirvana, awakening his branches, liberation, release, complete tranquility, quiescence, Nirvana, peacefulness, tranquility, approaching graceful entry to Nirvana, the culmination ending pain and pleasure, the state devoid of passion, free from substrates, beyond defeat, unmanifest, unmatched, no making manifest, appearance free, pervasive, timeless, fully omnipresent, minute, beyond defilement, sin-free, unstained, devoid of passion, passionless, controlling humors, free from every illness, by nature most awakened, fully awake, omniscient, knowing everything supreme, beyond reality as consciousness, pristine awareness, bearing non-dual form, beyond conceptualization, error-free, acting as Buddhas do in every age, the Buddha endless and beginningless, the Buddha at the start devoid of sequence, with wisdom as his only eye unstained, the target of the wisdom as his body, the sovereign of all language, great debater, the king of discourse, best of orators, the best and greatest of communicators, the unassailable, the lion of speech, with universal vision, true delight, with fire garlands handsome to behold, the endless not most radiant, great luster, with shining rays in hand of burning light, the best and foremost of all great physicians, unequaled in removing thorns of pain, a tree providing medicine for all, a foe opposing every malady, the
lovely crowning jewel of all three worlds, a cluster of the stars most glorious, the end of space in all its twin directions, the hoisting high of Dharma's victory flag, sharing one large umbrella with the world, with love and kindness as his mandala, the celebrated Lotus Lord of Dance, pervasive with his precious parasol, the blazing energy of all the Buddhas, with bodies fully shared by all the Buddhas, the highest union formed with all the Buddhas, the single teaching taught by all the Buddhas, most glorious with Vajraratna's blessing, the highest sovereign Lord of Savaratna, the King Supreme of Sarva Lokeshvara, the Lord on high of Sarva Vajradhara, the quintessential mind of Sarva Buddha, residing in the mind of every Buddha, the greatest body born by every Buddha, the lovely speech enriching every Buddha, the scorching brightness from the Vajra sun, with stainless luster from the Vajra moon, great passion of the passionless and others, with multicolored rays that brightly blaze, and perfect Buddha's perfect Vajra posture, retaining for all beings the Buddha's Dhamma, the lotus Buddha's celebrated son, the knowledge treasure for the omniscient, the sovereign king controlling all illusions, the foremost master of the Buddha's spells, good Vajratisha, sword supremely mighty, completely pure, the highest syllable, and top pain's remedy, the Mahayana, with Vajradharma as his mighty weapon, with Vajra depth renowned as Jineji, with Vajra short aware of how things are, perfecting all perfections perfectly, adorned by all the grounds of bodhisattvas, the selflessness of pure phenomena, with luster that is moonlight unto knowledge, with great endeavors as illusory nets, the foremost master ruling every tantra, endowed in full with every Vajra posture, completely furnished with all wisdom Buddhas, completely good with intellect supreme, the embryo of earth-sustaining being, great embryo from which all Buddhas form, with emanation circles most diverse, the highest nature of all entities, supportive of the nature of all things, with goals for all, with dharmas unarisen, supportive of the nature of all dhammas, with full awareness of phenomena, in but an instant as the wisest sage, with vivid realization of all dhammas. He is a sage, the greatest intellect, the vanquisher of hosts of evil spirits, unwavering, completely pure in nature, grasping the wakefulness of perfect Buddhas, the direct realization of all Buddhas. He is the flame of wisdom luminous, the great fulfiller of desired aims, the purifier of all evil states, the greatest of all living beings protector, the earnest liberator of all creatures, unrivaled knight in battle with afflictions, humiliating ignorance his foe, the celebrated mind of amorousness, endowed with forms heroic and repulsive, the dancer moving to and fro his hundreds, of lengthy arms while settling down his stride, the dancer spreading through the whole of space, and filling it with Shrimad 100 arms, stood tall atop the surface of the earth, the soul of just 1 foot pervading all, stood tall atop the summit of the world, the nail of his big toe suppressing all, whose aim is one, whose aim is non-dual Dharma, whose aim is ultimate beyond destruction, whose mind consists of groups of consciousness, with varied objects, forms and cognizance, amused with every object of existence, a mind of passion, loving emptiness, transcending worldly passion and the like, with great enjoyment for the threefold worlds, with fair complexion, white like pristine clouds, with radiance like beams from autumn moons, with luster reddening the morning suns, with nails emitting light of crimson red, whose handsome crown has sterling sapphires, whose hair has tips of sapphire deep blue, with glory from the light of his great jewel, and adorned with emanations of the Buddhas, the shaker of 100 worldly realms, his strength of four miraculous powers, reality with mindfulness supreme, Samadhi king of fourfold mindfulness, infused with sense from bloom on Bodhi's branches, an ocean of Tathagata's virtues,
with knowledge of the Eightfold Path's true way, with knowledge of the path of perfect Buddhas,
the great attachment of all living beings, attachment free, comparable to space, one springing up in every creature's mind. He is for every being as swift as mind, aware of all the attitudes of beings, while captivating every creature's mind, with insight into aggregated natures, himself with fully pure five aggregates, atop the peak of every going forth, most skilled in going forth in every way, established on all paths of going forth, the teacher of all forms of going forth, uprooting all, becoming with 12 links, endowed with purity in all 12 forms, is formed the way of fourfold noble truth, with realization of the eightfold knowledge, with meaning of the truths in 12-fold form, aware of suchness in his 16 forms, with true awakening in 20 forms, awakened fully, knowing all supreme, dispatching countless sets of some 10 million, embodiments of emanating Buddhas, the final realization of all moments, who knows each moment's object for all minds, and manifesting for the sake of beings, with means derived from varied vehicles, come forth by way of all three vehicles, remaining in the single vehicle's fruit, with purified afflictive spheres at heart, annihilating every karmic sphere, arrived atop dry land from flooding oceans, emerged from yoga's perilous dark road, released from general, minor, and complete afflictions and their latent tendencies, with insight, means, and foremost empathy, achieving fruitful aims for living beings, abiding object-free through all perceptions, with consciousness as object with cessations, with every being the object of his mind, with knowledge that's the mind of all the Buddhas, residing in the mind of every being, having become their mind's equality, and satisfying the mind of every being. He is for every being freedom and joy, confusion-free regarding points of doctrine, completely free from error in all its forms, his thinking free from doubt, his object threefold, his object all three properties by nature, throughout 3 times the content of 5 skandhas, discerning clearly each and every moment, awakening in but a single moment, his basic nature equal to all Buddhas, with body bodiless the best of bodies, with realization of the peak of bodies, displaying his form in every possible way. He is the greatest stone, the greatest gem, what all the perfect Buddhas are to know, the Buddha's unsurpassed awakening, devoid of syllables yet born of mantra, arising from great mantra's threefold family, the father to the meaning of all mantras, the greatest Bindu, void of syllables, with 5 great syllables, great empty one, 100 syllables, devoid of Bindu, endowed with every form, yet free from form, supporting half of 16 Bindus, transcending every grouping, void of members, sustaining Dhyana's fourth and final peak, aware of Dhyana's in every aspect, with knowledge of Samadhi's types and families, the best of bodies, body of Samadhi, the sovereign king of all enjoyment bodies, the best of bodies, emanation body, the heir to emanations of the Buddhas, with varied emanations everywhere, while benefiting all however needed, the sovereign of the gods, the god of gods, the Sura Lord, the ruler of immortals, the king of deities, the god's guru, the highest order of Paramatta's Paramatta, emerged from psychic life's imposing forest, the single teacher, guru for all beings, in every well-known world in all directions, the eminent bestower of the Dharma, concealed by armor made of loving kindness, well shielded by the shield of empathy, with wisdom sword in hand with bow and arrow, concluding war with ignorance and kleshas, the Mara's enemy and tamer hero, eliminating threats from all 4 Maras, defeating all the armies of the Maras, a guide for living beings, the perfect Buddha, deserving homage, worthy of respect, deserving reverence, always honorable, deserving worship, worthy of regard, the highest Guru ever vulnerable,
traversing all three worlds in just one stride, his step extending past the bounds of space, with knowledge of the three well-versed and pure, with sixfold higher knowledge and recall, the Bodhisattva and Mahasattva, with power great transcending worldly life, perfected by his excellence of insight, now unified with insight's highest nature, the whole aware of self, aware of other, for fit of all he is the best of men, surpassing all to which he is compared, supreme most Lord of knowing and what's known, the foremost mode of imparting Dharma, who knows the meaning of the fourfold seal, the most revered amongst all living beings, engaged in going forth on all three paths, with glory purified by ultimate truth, most fortunate within the threefold world, the celebrated source of all endowments, supreme among the glorious Manjushri. Homage to you, boon granter, best of Vajras, of summited excellence, homage to you, whose source is emptiness, O Buddha's awakening, homage to you, O passion of the Buddhas, homage to you, desire of the Buddhas, I pay you homage, O love of every Buddha, homage to you, the joy of all Buddhas, I pay you homage, O smile of every Buddha, homage to you, the laugh of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage, O speech of every Buddha, homage to you, the heart of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage, arisen from non-being, homage to you, arisen from the Buddhas, arisen from the sky, homage to you, born of pristine wisdom, O net of illusion, homage to you, the Buddha's spectacle, homage to you, the everything of all, O body of wisdom, homage to you. Om Sama Dharma Bhava Bhava Vishuddha Vajra Prakritaya Parishuddha Savadama Yadutta Sarvatata Gata Janakaya Manjushri Parishuddhitam Upatayati Nutagata Hridayam Hara Hara Om Shri Bhagavan Jnanamuti Vagishvara Malvacha Savadharma Gagana Mala Sabarti Shuddha Dharma Dhattu Jana Garbha Then Vajradhara, ever glorious, most pleased and satisfied with folded palms, prostrated to the Buddha, noble God, the Blessed One, the Lord Tathagata, and with a host of other Patrapanis of varied forms, the Lord of Guyakas, sublime protectors, noble wrathful beings, he explained his son's and praise. Protector, we rejoice, how excellent, what you have clearly taught. Through your love, the aim has been achieved, which leads to true and full awakening. And so the aims of helpless mundane beings who seek the fruits of perfect liberation. Justice taught in the mind, Dalai is the noble path that leads to excellence. With largeness, vastness, and profundity, with meaning great, achieving beings' aims. Justice comprises every Buddha's sphere. Justice is taught by all awakened ones. This is spring chanting of the names of Blessed One Manjushri, the wisdom deity, which is extracted from the noble net of illusion, Mahayamrita, 16,000 parts, for his chapter on the net of Samadhi, it was spoken by the Blessed One Shakyamuni, the Tathagata.
And then turn to page 33. His teacher and assembly of the children, victorious ones,
victorious was Son, Father, and Sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands. These bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now, holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through the explanation and practice, all armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request, while striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge. For the other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss! Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the Christian three jewels, and by the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory of fortunate disciples.
patient in bearing the hardships of spreading the teachings of the Muni in general, and the teachings of victorious Jamgon Tsongkhapa in hundreds of directions.
Lord of Dharma, holding the three vows and wearing saffron robes, please quickly return as the glory of the teachings.
You held the teachings of
Explanations practiced with great asceticism, unable to bear that transmigratory beings are confused by the darkness of suffering. Through your great loving kindness, you skillfully led them to happiness. Unparalleled Son of the teachings, please return quickly. Beautified by the ornament of supreme knowledge and patience
in practice
of the supreme authentic teachings of the victorious one, through listening, reflection, and meditation, guide of all transmigratory beings along the perfect path, true and perfect pure Guru, please return quickly.
Lama,
Think of me, Lama, consider me, most kind root Lama, care for me. Most gracious root Lama, do not deprive us of your compassionate refuge. Listen and consider this heartfelt prayer made by a tormented disciple. Lama, embodiment of the Buddhas of the three times, please bless me. May rest in all-pervading great bliss, equipoised within the dhatu of unimpeded luminosity, yet the playful dance of your loving compassion emanates in myriad ways. The time has come for the return of the swift appearance of your magical wisdom, Rupakaya, and for you to care for us once again with your affectionate compassion. Arise, arise, arise from the Dharmakaya. I invoke you, I call upon you, implore you on behalf of all beings. Do not rest in Kachara or other pure realms, rather to benefit the Buddha's teachings and all living beings. Swiftly return to this southern continent to spread the Buddha Dharma, study and realization. Quickly return to guide us pure, wretched beings, such as the desperate cry of us, your disciples. Return so that we may actually behold your presence and receive the blessings of your body, speech, and mind. All violations, errors, mistakes, and broken samaya we have made in relation to your body, speech, and mind and spontaneous activity, throughout being confused and conceiving things in erroneous ways, we confess within the luminous essence of your three kayas. Of everything auspicious, the supreme auspiciousness, may there be the auspiciousness of emptiness and compassion. May there be the auspiciousness of a timely meeting between master and disciples. Through the force of the truth of unchanging suchness, may the unmistaken incarnation return quickly. This lament was made by me with pure faith and samaya, her eyes filled with tears of sorrow. May these wishes of a beggar woman be fulfilled, through the blessings of the deities of the three roots. Perception, its object, and the perceiver, all dissolve within the expanse of M, blissful clarity of suchness. Ah.
And then the King of Prayers. I bow down to the youthful
Manjushri, gone among humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions. To all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down. With the energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, with as many bodies as atoms of the world, to all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom of Buddhas numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of Bodhisattvas, and I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way, with infinite oceans of praise for you, oceans of sound from the aspects of your voice. I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and celebrate all of you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, music-scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights of sublime incense, I offer to you victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder, heaped high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you victorious ones. With transcendent offerings, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done with my body, speech, and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and confusion, all these I openly lay before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of solitary realizers, heroes still training, and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who have attained to Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening, all you who are my guides, please turn the supreme will of Dharma. With palms together I earnestly request, you who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for eons numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara, whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by praying homage, offering and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach. I dedicate all this for full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of all directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past accept my offerings. May those who have yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas, surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath the Bodhi tree. May as many beings as exist in 10 directions be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with the Dhamma, and may their every Dharma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives and all varieties of existence, I practice the Bodhisattva way, and thus in each cycle of death, migration, and birth, may I always abandon the householder's life, following the footsteps of all the Buddhas, perfecting the practice of a Bodhisattva. May I always act without error or compromise, with ethical discipline, faultless and pure. May I teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and nagas, of humans and of demons, in the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivating the 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures this awakening mind. May I traverse all the lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces, just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's wave, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky. May I ease suffering in the lower realms, and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe. May I guide all wanderers in samsara to the pure bliss of awakening, and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for aeons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with the various dispositions of beings, showing the ways of Bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those whose path is like mine, and with body, words, and also mind, we practice together the same aspirations and activities. May I always meet a spiritual mentor, and never displease an excellent friend who deeply wishes to help me and expertly teaches the Bodhisattva way. May I always directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled by Bodhisattvas, and without pause or discouragement for eons to come. May I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's genuine Dharma, illuminate everywhere the teachings that awaken, embody the realizations of a Bodhisattva, and practice ardently in all future eons, while circling through all states of existence. May I become an endless treasure of good qualities, skillful means, wisdom, samadhi, and liberating stabilizations, gathering limitless pristine wisdom and positive potential. On one atom I shall see Buddha fields numberless as atoms, inconceivable Buddhas among Bodhisattvas in every field, practicing the activities of awakening. Perceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3-time Buddhas in the space of a wisp of hair. So I too will practice for an ocean of eons. Thus I am continually immersed in the speech of the Buddhas, expression that reveals an ocean of qualities in one word, the completely pure eloquence of all the Buddhas, communication suited to the varied tendencies of beings. With strength of understanding I plunge into the infinite enlightened speech of the Buddhas in 3 times gone to freedom, who continually turn the wheel of Dharma methods. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future eons, and I will enter into all healings of the 3 times in but a fraction of a second. In one instant I shall see all those awakened beings, past, present, and future lions among humans, and with the power of the illusion like stabilization. I will constantly engage in their inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom the array of pure lands, present, past, and future. Likewise, I shall enter the array of pure Buddha fields in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all the lights, those lights of this world who are yet to appear, those sequentially turning the wheels of complete awakening, those who reveal nirvana, final perfect peace. May I achieve the power of elimination, the power to lead to the great vehicle through every approach, the power of always beneficial activity, the power of love pervading all realms, the power of all surpassing positive potential, the power of supreme knowledge unobstructed by discrimination, and through the powers of wisdom, skillful means, and samadhi, may I achieve the perfect power of awakening, purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of disturbing emotions at their root, diffusing the power of interfering forces. I shall perfect the power of the Bodhisattva practice. May I purify an ocean of evils. May I free an ocean of beings. May I clearly see an ocean of Dharma. May I realize an ocean of pristine wisdom. May I purify an ocean of activities. May I fulfill an ocean of aspirations. May I make offerings to an ocean of Buddhas. May I practice without discouragement for an ocean of eons, to awaken fully through this Bodhisattva way. I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times everywhere, in order to practice exactly as the wise one, called Samantabhadra, all-embracing good, the elder brother of the sons and daughters of the Buddhas. I completely dedicate all this goodness. Likewise may I dedicate, just as the skillful Samantabhadra, with pure body, speech, and mind, pure actions, and pure Buddha fields. I shall give rise to the aspirations of Manjushri for this Bodhisattva practice of all-embracing good, to perfect these practices without discouragement or pause in all future eons. May my pure activities be endless. May my good qualities boundless, and through abiding in visual activity, may I actualize infinite emanations. Limitless is the end of space, likewise limitless are living beings, thus limitless are karma and afflictions. May my aspirations reach be limitless as well. One may offer to the Buddhas all wealth and adornments of infinite worlds in 10 directions. One may offer during eons numberless as atoms of the world, even the great happiness of gods and humans. But whoever hears this extraordinary aspiration and hungering for the highest awakening gives rise to faith just once, creates far more precious positive potential. Those who make this heartfelt aspiration for the Bodhisattva way will be free from all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, and will quickly see on top of infinite light. And even in this very human life, they will be nourished by happiness and have all conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they will become like Samantabhadra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 boundless harmful actions created under the power of ignorance, blessed with supreme knowledge, excellent body, family attributes, and appearance. They will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all the 3 worlds will make offerings, going quickly to the noble Bodhi tree, and sitting there to benefit sentient beings, subduing all interfering forces. They will fully awaken to the great wheel of Dharma, having no doubt that a complete awakening is the fully ripened result comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting this aspiration of the Bodhisattva practice, in order to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality as it is, and just like Samantabhadra as well. I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they did, with that dedication which is praised as greatest by all the Buddhas gone to freedom in 3 times. I too dedicate all my roots of goodness for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice, when the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha, may I go immediately to Sukhavati, filled of great joy. Having gone to Sukhavati, may I actualize the meaning of these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception, for the benefit of beings for as long as this world endures, born from an extremely beautiful superlative lotus. In this joyful land, the Buddha's magnificent mandala, may I receive a prediction of my awakening directly from the Buddha Amitabha. Having received a prediction there, may I create vast benefit for beings throughout the 10 directions, with 1,000,000,000 emanations from the power of wisdom, through even the small virtue I have accumulated by offering this prayer of the Bodhisattva practice. May all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant, through creating limitless positive potential. By generating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, may all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha, through this king of aspirations which is the greatest of the sublime, helping infinite wonders in samsara, through the accomplishment of this scripture dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice. May suffering realms be utterly emptied of all beings.
And the long-night prayer for the Lama, the lower one, incomparably kind,
Supreme Tenzin Gyatso, the wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, may you have a long life and all your wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. And
due to all the past, present, and future merits collected by me, and the 3-time merits collected by others, may Bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all sentient beings, be actualized within my own heart and in the hearts of my family members, in the hearts of all the people around me, in the hearts of all sentient beings without even a second's delay. And
for those in whose hearts bodhicitta has been generated, may it increase. Chusamchu Rinpoche, Make Panan Kegyoche, Kevan Yamba Mipaye, Gongni Gondu Pewarasho. Due to all the past, present, or future merits collected by me, and the 3 times merits collected by others, which exist but which empty from their own side, may the I who exists but that is empty from its own side, achieve Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which exists but that is empty from its own side, and lead all the sentient beings who exist but who are empty from their own side to that state of full enlightenment which exists but which is empty from its own side, by myself alone who exists but who is empty from its own side. Desha Shabada Champayan Daba Sobe Sangi Namba Nazi Ukikya Pula Chatsalo Chancho Sempa Sempa Chenpo Kumbu Sampola Chatsalo Tayata Om Pazajiya Wabudini Soha Duru Duru Jaya Muke Soha Tayata Om Pazajiya Wabudini Soha Duru Duru Jaya Muke Soha Tayata Om Pazajiya Wabudini Soha Duru Duru Jaya Mukhe Soha Tayata Om Pazajiya Avabodhini Soha Duru Duru Jaya Mukhe Soha Tayata Om Pazajiya Avabodhini Soha Duru Duru Jaya Mukhe Soha Tayata Tanzadiya Mahabodhi Niso Duru Duru Jaya Mukiso Tayata Tanzadiya Mahabodhi Niso Duru Duru Jaya Mukiso Tumnende Deshin Shabada Chambayang Dabazobe Sange Mengila Biduya Uki Gyabula Chatsel Tumnende Deshin Shabada Chambayang Dabazobe Sange Moa Dambulan Tanchi Ratu Tube Gyabula Chatsel. Blessings to the victorious ones and bodhisattvas, the valuable dependent arising, the power of my pure special attitude taking responsibility, may all the aims of my pure prayers be accomplished immediately.
So that completes the powerful prayers for the Sutra term practice of precious Lama. And then we're going to do a short, quick light offering practice. So all the many thousands of lights that there are around this